Hey y'all, and welcome to the Looking Glass Tarot. I've been asked to do a reading on Beverley Jaye, they called her Jaye, Potter Mintz. She was 23 years old, and on February 23rd, 1987, she was murdered in her home, and her 2-year-old child was present. She is the mother of 2, and her other child is 4, but was not in the home at the time he was with that child was with another grandparent. Her mother found her bound to her bed, and she had been assaulted and stabbed, and she was dead. She had recently separated from her husband, who was stationed in Germany. So, let's see what happened. And her murder is still unsolved. Four of Pentacles. So the Four of Pentacles can be about holding things in, like holding feelings in. It can be a hoarding card, like you could be holding on to anything, you know. This can also be about with the Four of Pentacles, it's earth, money, earth. So this could be about like money's tight, so you feel like you need to hold on to your money, so you try to save, you know, you save your money, scrimp and scrape and save. So I feel like she had been saving her money since she was now a single mom, or was going to be a single mom. I feel like she was saving her money, you know. She had been putting money back here and there, and I felt like she always had to save. She felt like she had to save all the time, like she just didn't have enough. So I feel like she was like one of those that liked to save her money. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. So it's always like she felt like she always felt like she didn't have enough, because the Five of Pentacles is like she saved her money a lot because she felt like she didn't have enough. She felt like she was always short on what she needed. Like she never had enough to go out and eat, or never had enough to spend on extra things. So I kind of feel like she always was watching her money, and always kind of like she fell short. Like she had to just settle, you know, sometimes for stuff. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant could represent somebody she could have been counseling, could have been talking to someone. This could be an advisor, somebody that gave her advice, somebody that she turned to. It didn't necessarily have to be a counselor that she paid. You know, it could have been someone that helped her and gave her advice. With the Hierophant here, it can be legal. So if she had recently separated from her husband, she might have been seeking legal advice for a divorce. I do feel like there was people in her life that helped advise her, and you know, helped her make it through different things. But I do feel like this is the Hierophant. This is kind of on both sides of legal and counseling. I don't know if she was in counseling because of, you know, being separated, but I kind of feel like that's part of this card also. You know, talking to somebody wiser, and somebody that had experience, and somebody that was giving her good advice. The King of Swords. So the King of Swords is somebody that seeks information, seeks truth. The King of Swords is kind of like he's a justice truth seeker. So this could have been somebody that's in her life that is looking for answers for her murder. This can also be somebody that's just was seeking information, like maybe she had some information they were getting from her, or facts or information she was getting. See, well, this would be an older person too. This would be somebody that's like in their 40s, 45, somewhere along in there. Why is the King of Swords here? Let's see what the King of Swords is. The Knight of Wands. So the King of Swords, this King of Swords has a impulsive, kind of an impulsive, chaotic side to him. This is somebody that's kind of like chaos kind of follows him around. Because the Knight of Pentacles would probably be along the lines of 40, 40-ish, 45 somewhere. I feel like more close to 40. So this could have been somebody seeking information or calling her about something, maybe that she had for sale, or a car or something along those lines, and they needed information, so they came seeking information about that. But this person had a chaotic side to them. They had a very destructive side to them. They had this very businesslike, very well-spoken kind of personality, but then they were just totally opposite once you got around them, and they were like, you were by yourself with them, they kind of like were chaotic. They were kind of like destructive. They kind of come in like really fast, and it was just like chaos. So I kind of feel like this was that type of person that came to see her. I feel like they were like around in their 40s. And they presented themselves like this. Very nice, outspoken, well-spoken, very well-dressed. Somebody that she would trust. And then they came, but once she let them in, they turned into this. The Ten of Pentacles. She really didn't have money for them to take, I don't feel, or any money or any material things. I almost kind of feel like that she might have known them, but didn't know that they had this type of personality. She kind of like was aware of them. The Ten of Pentacles kind of makes me feel like with the King of Swords up here, it was just like a very well-dressed person, somebody that had money. And I think that's how they presented themselves to her, like they had money, so she wasn't, if she was selling something, she wasn't, she knew they had the money. Because the Ten of Pentacles is having everything you want, having everything you need. And I feel like this person had money, and that's how they presented themselves, is they had money. So I don't feel like it was, definitely was not for money or for material things that they could get. So the Three of Wands. So the Three of Wands is like it's time to make your decision. The decision is here. It's like, you don't have, you can't sit around. So it's kind of like when they walked in the door, they had made that decision before they walked in the door to do this. And you see how there's a whirlpool, and the ship looks like it's going to go in that that whirlpool, it's kind of like it just turned into chaos. The minute they walked in the door, it was just like the decision was made before they walked in there that this is what was going to happen. The world. Let's see, I put it into there. So this could have been, see that better? There we go. This could have been somebody that, I don't know when her birthday was. She could have been an earth sign. I don't know if this could have been somebody that's an earth sign. But this just changed her whole world. I mean, of course, it changed her world, her family's world around her. So with the world card being here, it was just like, for me, with the whirlpool and the world, it's just like this was just kind of like the end of it for her. This was the end of her whole world. Glare right there. So the Emperor is like a father figure. This is like somebody, there we go. Let's see, this is somebody that would be work in the community. This would be somebody that's very known in the community. Somebody that's probably like a leader, or like they work for the city or the town. Like, you know, they're a business person. They sign. Like, just like you see him behind the desk, they're like very intellectual. So like I was saying before, the King of Swords is he presented himself. He's very smart, very intellectual, very soft-spoken. And by the look at him, you would never think he would do that. That's, you know, he didn't present himself in any kind of way that would make her scared. So I feel like this is somebody that was known in the community. This would be somebody that probably has done this again. This probably wasn't their last time doing that. And this is going to be somebody respected. And that is also respected in the community. Yeah, with the Nine of Wands being here, I feel like it's a repetitive thing, like they've done this before. Like this is something that they have done before. And it wasn't, they've either done it before or they've done it since then, but it wasn't, it wasn't an isolated case. There be justice. So I asked, would there ever be justice for Beverley Jaye? And the star is here, so that's hopes and there's wishes. You know, her family's hoping and wishing that they will find answers on who done this. There's always hope to find out if who done this to Beverley. It was in 1987, and that's a very long time ago. I don't know that person would be alive now. I could be wrong on the age. They could be in as young as 35, but if they are still alive, they would be probably in their 60s, 70s. DNA testing might bring it about if they still have something to do to test for her. Give us any kind of advice about Beverley's case. So the Death card is here. Ask any kind of results about her case. So it's kind of like, I feel like it's kind of at a standstill. Like they had some stuff, information that came in that brought some changes to the case, but then it just kind of like died again. if a cold case unit picks it up, I feel like if they have something to pull DNA from, they might find out who done this to her. I do feel like she did know the person. Maybe not, she didn't know them intimately, but I do feel like she knew them, like they were known to her, maybe known to her family. I don't feel like this was a stranger. I do also feel like they presented themselves very businesslike, very, just like the King of Swords is up here, very, very together. But this is how they entered once they entered once she let them in, this is what they turned into. Just chaos and like a totally different person. So, and that's I do feel like that they have done that before also. I don't feel like this was the first time. And I hate that for her family, because I know her children would love to know who took their mother from them, which they are now grown, but I'm sure they would love to know who done that, and I am very sorry that they had to grow up without their mother. That is a terrible thing. I will pray that her case gets re-looked at one day, but I do feel like that it was, she didn't know them, but not intimately like that, and I do feel like that it might have been somebody within the community, and they were always under the radar, sorry, not under the gun. They were always under the radar because they were not thought of to be that type of person. They presented themselves this way, but they really were this way. So thank you for watching and subscribing and commenting. Thank you for the person that requested the reading on Miss Beverley Jaye Potter Mintz. I do hope she finds justice one day. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Love, light, and blessed be.